Hello, everyone. This is Irina from Blynk, and we have George from myCistern today. We're going to be talking about the myCistern's IoT journey. Hi, George. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Doing great, thank you. Tell us about myCistern. What do you guys do? What role does IoT play in your product? And kind of what inspired you to start this business?
Yeah, my system, we're basically with digitizing water. So we started building the best and the smartest system controller on Earth. Um, Especially when you think about rainwater systems, you have several issues with that. You need to um, you need to check it regularly. You need to check the level. You need to check the dirt filter, and you want to use the water, especially for irrigation in your garden. That's the main use case of rainwater cisterns. And our product basically automates all of these processes, so you don't have to worry about anything of that anymore. It's all going to be automatic, or we did it. We built the product to make it automatic. And that's what we started with. What we're doing now is we're thinking water bigger. So we're solving drink water problems in southern countries like Spain.
Mhm.
And we're also building solutions for infrastructure monitoring. So especially for storm floods with regolds. We're monitoring the regolds, and this is a broad field of products that we offer.
Mm, awesome. When did you guys start building this?
I started building it, the first product, about 4 years ago. I was alone then. We're now a team of 7 people. So we did some work to get here, and it's always getting faster and faster. We launched our first product in July. Um, Now we're building the fourth product. So
Nice. Good speed. Good speed. Did you guys have IoT expertise in-house when you were starting to develop? And kind of let's roll back to what were your consideration? What options were you considering for hardware, software, etc. at that time?
we did have some expertise in-house. I'm a mechanical engineer actually, so I don't have the direct expertise, but I did some technical. I have some technical insights, and I developed even more technical insights during the process of developing the product. And we do have some experts in-house by now, but we didn't have these experts when we started. And yeah, that's basically the process from building first prototypes with standard components to custom PCBs that we're building now and custom software. We're using Blynk as one component of our process, but we're using many components, um, own servers, especially, and stuff like that, to build the best experience in all of the process.
Mm-hmm. And before you chose to go kind of low code route for the software with Blink, did you consider building it in-house, or did you knew that you have to find a platform solution?
Basically, I always knew that it's going to be a huge project to build an own platform, and especially also the apps for that, iOS and Android. And so I've always searched for a solution like Blynk, and we did have a solution before Blynk, but it had several issues. The app was really bad, and also the whole user experience was bad. The design was bad. It was a developer-friendly but non-user-friendly
Friendly.
platform, and that's something we couldn't utilize for for our yeah production version.
Yeah.
Uh, that was the thing that brought us to Blynk, and we're very happy with that.
Great to hear. Great to hear. I know that IoT development is never very straightforward. It can have some unexpected challenges. Anything that went wrong for you in the process in general of building the IoT product, and anything maybe you would have done differently second time around? Or,
The,
and I guess what was the most difficult part of this whole, because you're piecing together hardware, software, you back end, front end, etc. What was the most difficult part of this process for you?
I think the more interesting question is what worked at the first try.
Okay.
This would be a shorter list than what didn't work at the first try. But basically, anything went wrong from hardware design to first tests. We had explosions of capacitors here in the office. We had software issues. We had it all, but we fixed 99.9% of the problems by now. And this is the thing that makes it handy to have a tool that just works from out of the box like Blynk. And this made the process way easier on the software side. We have main challenges with the hardware, and that's our main competence. And we don't have to think about how is the app going to function. We just define how it's going to look and how it's going to work. But the rest is up to Blynk. That helped a lot.
That's great. That was kind of leading me up to my next question. I wanted to break it down now that got into kind of the platform experience for you. I'm curious what features and parts of the platform you found to be the most helpful during the development process. And then the second part is post-launch. Like, what do you end up finding the most valuable and using the most now that the product is out?
The best thing when we started in the development phase was that we could test 99% of the features that Blynk offers for a small amount of money. We didn't have the money to deploy a big solution that time around. And so it was really handy that we could develop and test everything before we needed to invest a white label solution, which we have currently. What was especially handy was the drag and drop editor from the dashboard and from the app. Also, the basic features like over-the-air updates and managing online states, which is available since this year, I guess. These are things that you are going to need for all IoT products that you build. And it's really great to have this basic tool set of, as I said, over-the-air updates, dashboard features, widgets that make it simple and easy to deploy basic solutions.
So now that you are launched, and I'm assuming you have customers, what is the most helpful for you at this stage, like post launch?
I think it's always impressive when we get new professional customers, or even maybe customers. They come to us and say, we saw your product. The product is good, but we need a slightly different version of it. How fast can you build it? And the thing what we can do is we take our existing hardware and we're designing a custom use case specific dashboard in like 2 to 3 days. And then we have the first or second meeting with a potential customer, and we got his ready-made solution in the shortest of time. And this impresses the potential customers, and this makes our customers to customers.
That's amazing. So that ability to iterate quickly, test quickly, and things out, so valuable. Sounds great. Do you have any measurable results that you're able to share? Like, for example, what do you think the time savings were for you, or cost savings, or any specific improved customer engagement? I know it's a little bit different because you did not have a product, but any like numbers that you could share with us?
I think it's quite difficult to tell it exactly, especially since we're not on the market since 10 years, but only months. But the main perspective from our side was if we would hire a developer, a full-time developer, that we would need to build something like that is at least half of what Blynk offers. This would have cost $100,000 or even more. And so the solution that Blynk provides for the enterprise tier that we're using is only a fraction of the price, but still offers a solution that is really good.
Awesome. That's kind of what we're here for, to cut time and cut costs for businesses like you guys. So that's great to hear a validation. Awesome. And last question from me is, what's next for you guys? Are you launching new features, new products, or just kind of scaling up and gaining customers?
Basically all of this. We're launching a ton of new products, some of them together with big partners from the industry, and some of them as part of our own advanced solutions. But we're also scaling up into our home market in Germany, but also into new markets like Spain. This is going to be in the first quarter of next year that we're
Nice.
bringing the first products to Spain. This is basically part of the process. Yeah, what's going to
Very
happen.
cool. And
Scaling
who's the main customer? You selling to consumers, like to homes or businesses as well?
It depends on the product. We do sell our main product, our system controller, basically to homeowners and private persons. But the enterprise solutions that we provide are for, or the professional solutions are for communal monitoring, as monitoring the infrastructure of cities, and also monitoring enterprise solutions. These are more professional products. We have both. That's
Awesome. Very cool. Well, good luck with everything. We look forward to seeing so many more devices coming from myCistern on Blynk and helping you out and grow your business.
Thank you so much.